I did the homework for 4A,
Yeah.
and when I was doing gas mileage for a year, I was doing, they wanted me to do how many miles you drive a year, then do the per mileage gas. But I was doing it like 4 weeks times 12 months times 5 years, and it was coming up 2 different ways.
All right.
2 different answers.
Did you send me the homework question?
No.
No.
No, I just got mine and quit.
Yeah, that's the best thing to do. Don't send it to your teacher because, you know, they might be able to explain it. Let me see if I can find it. 4A?
Yeah.
What problem was it? Do you remember the number?
That was towards the end. Oh, I can tell you. Hold on.
I mean, they need to put in here where you could actually send the problem to the teacher, but until they get that perfected. Yeah, I'm being very sarcastic.
It was 10, question 10, 9, 10, maybe even 11.
Oh, just forget it. All you had to do was hit a button. All
Okay.
you had to do.
Why do you have 37 questions and I had 11?
Let me go to your homework, see if I can pull it up there since I can't find it here. I wish they'd make a button where you could send the question to the teacher.
I did send you one last week.
Well, you didn't tell me.
Well, I thought you could. I didn't know I had to tell you and send it.
Oh, gosh. I don't know what I expect. I don't know why I expect so much out of y'all. Number 10 or 11?
Try 10.
Something about driving. Consider the following situation which involves 2 options. Determine which option is less expensive. Are there unstated factors that might affect your decision? You currently drive 275 miles per week in a car that gets 14 miles per hour on gas. What is all of that noise?
It's the blender.
What is all of that noise? You are considering buying a new fuel-efficient car for $14,000. After trade-in on your current car that gets 44 miles per gallon, insurance premiums for the new and old car are $1,000 and $600 per year, respectively. You anticipate spending $1,900 per year on repairs for the old car and have no repairs for the new car. Assuming gas costs $3 per gallon over a 5-year period, is it less expensive to keep your old car or buy the new car?
So what's the difference between doing 52 weeks and doing 4 weeks times 12?
I'm trying to figure out how to do the. First of all, I'm just going to do the problem and let's just see what happens. Let's see. The old car. You currently drive 275 miles per week in a car that, 275 miles per week in a car that gets 14 miles per gallon. You are considering buying a new fuel efficient, blah, blah, blah. $14,000. That gets 44 miles per gallon. Insurance premium for the old cars, $1,000. And the new car is $600. You anticipate $1,900 per year repairs. And no repairs. And gas is $3. Yeah. Make sure I haven't left anything else out. It says assume gas costs over a 5-year period. So that'd be 5 times, well, let's see. You currently drive 275 miles per week. There's 52 weeks in a year. It's just per week. So just right off the bat, this is 275 miles, right? Yeah, miles per week. Well, let's just figure the gas. Let's see how much gas this thing drinks. So if you drive 275 miles per week, and you get 14 miles per gallon. Turn that around. Let me do this. Because I want my... One week is 275 miles. And there is 14 miles per gallon. That's not right. It's 14 divided by 275. It'd be 275 divided by 14, wouldn't it? Yeah. 275 divided by 14. So somebody take 275 divided by 14 in your calculator. So 275 divided by 14 is equal to, what'd you say? 19.64. So you're buying 20 gallons of fuel a week. All right, now multiply that by $3. That's $60. That's $60, right? Multiply that by 52 weeks. Take 60 and multiply it by 52. And multiply that by 5. I'm sorry, what?
156.
156. 0, 0. So you're spending $15,000 in 5 years. You're spending $15,600 in what? Gas. Not to mention $1,000. Let's see. What is it? What is the insurance? $1,000 per year. That's another $5,000. So now we're at $20,000, $20,600, and then you spend $2,000 a year on repairs. So that's another $10,000. So I'm thinking $30,600 over 5 years. Y'all help me out if I'm wrong. Is that what you got? Something like that?
Yes.
Okay. So with the clunker, in 5 years, you're going to spend over $30,000. All right. Now mine is rounded because I did 19.64. I rounded that up to 20. Now this guy, we spent $14,000. There's no repairs. It's probably got a warranty on it. It gets 44 miles. So somebody take 275 divided by 44. I'm sorry, what? 275 divided by 44.
625.
6 gallons a week. 6 gallons per week of gas. So multiply that by 3. That's 18, right? 18 times, that's $18 a week. 8 times 52 is what? 18 times 52 is what? I'm sorry, what? 975.
No, 416. Oh, 18 times.
18 times 52.
Yes, 936.
930 what?
6.
And 936 times 5 is what?
4,680.
4680. All right, so 600 times 5 is
600 times
3,000. So how much do you? Okay, the same amount of period, same amount of time. You've got 3,000. You got 7680, which is $7,700. $7,700 plus the 14,000. That comes up to 21,700. Okay, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to say what? The new car is cheaper in 5 years. I don't know what the question's asking, but over a 5-year period, the cost of the old car, what did you say it was? 29,000 what?
Me?
Yeah. Okay, well then that's probably what wrong. And the cost of the new car, somebody take the 6 point, what is 6 point, what do we have right here? All right, take 6.25, multiply that by 3. You with me? All right, and multiply that by 52. And then multiply that by 5. What does that give you? 48.75. Okay, 48.75. And add 7,700 and 14,000 to that. No, I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Hold on. Where did I get the 7,700? Oh, I know where I got that. 3,000 plus 48 is what? 7875 and add 7875 to 14,000. What do you get? Okay, so hold on, I'm trying to find my, okay, give me that number again. Thus, it is less expensive to buy a new what? Car. Now, my numbers are probably going to be off from theirs, but buying a new car is the answer. Let's see what they get. And this might be your question, I don't know.
Well, I know where I messed up now.
You answered 29,600. Well, they got, their closest one that I got is 28,100. I don't know how they got that, but closest one here. So I must be adding something to it. I don't know what I'm adding, but
On the insurance plan, they switched it so that they said they knew Congress first and then.
oh, I did it bass backwards. I thought that was the old car. See, why would you do that? Okay, then reverse it. That's stupid. All right, then take the 15,600 instead of adding what I added to it. I don't forgot what I did now. How's this stupid stuff? What's this? This is my gas, right? The 1900. So take, that'd be 17,600 for repairs, 17,600, and add the old car 600 times 5. That's 3,000, right? So 17,600 plus 3,000 is what? 20,000 what? 600? Still not coming up with what they're coming up with. I don't know. Well, look, I got 29, let's say 30,600. Okay, I see. Let me see what they did. I mean, the answer I got right, and I'll give y'all this. I mean, if y'all get the problem right on a test, I'll give you this, because what you get here, as long as you understand, you know, that, I mean, I think I've proven that the old clunker is old. Let me see what they say. I think I must have left something out. Oh no, I'm not doing all that. I'll just go to help me solve you an example. Yeah, that's what I did. Okay, they're doing 425 miles times 52 weeks. Well, I should be getting the same thing. All right, we're going to do that one again. Did it change?
Yeah, it'll change.
Okay, well, we're going to do the one I just did. I hope y'all wrote it down. Because I want to do it, because I want to see if that's the same answer. Oh, me. All right, what did they give us?
Job, 275 miles a week.
Okay, 275 miles a week. $275 miles a week, okay?
Your old car gets
14 miles a gallon.
The new one gets 44.
Okay?
We said the insurance was back, right?
Yeah, they decided to change it. So
Well, the old one is 600,
old is 600 per year.
and the new one's about.
And the new one is 1,000 per year.
And on the old one, we're going to spend 1,900 on repairs each year. And the total cost of the new one is 14,000.
And 14,000 for the new car.
The gas costs $3.
Alright. So, so 275 miles per week. And that's going to be 14 miles per gallon. So 275 divided by 14 is equal to what? $19.64 gallons per what? Gallons per week. So 19.64 times 52 times what? 5. Yeah, that's times 3. Go ahead and multiply all that up. So it don't matter how you do it, you're going to get the same answer. Somebody give me that number. 19.64 times 52 times 5 times 3. 15,319. What did we get? Okay, it was rounding. So there's still just a rounding thing. All right, that's just gas. All right, now we're going to, okay, let's take out, okay, old, you got that. Got that. Old, $600 per year for 5 years is $3,000. So insurance for 5 years is going to be $3,000. That's insurance, so that's out. And 1,900 repairs. All right, so somebody add those three numbers up. 20,319, 209. I don't know. What is it? Oh, thank you. So that'd be, multiply that. I forgot about that. Multiply the 1,900 times 5. What is that? 9,500. All right, now add all that up. It'll be 27,819. 27,819. Okay. So take 14,000, add the 5,000 to it. Let's see. 14,000 and 5,000 is 19,000. And the gas you're still not going to beat this. I mean, you're going to beat that no matter what. So, Miss Lancaster, you see, it really doesn't matter if you do the rounding or if you do what, you'll still be able to get the final answer. And I would give any of you the full credit if you showed me how you did it. Unless you're doing something really crazy, you're going to get the right answer. Okay, my class is really concerned about you, Miss Lancaster. There's all kind of noises, and they're really concerned about you. They're worried that you're being flushed down the toilet or something. Are you okay? Is everything okay there?
Tell them no worries. I am not being flushed down the toilet.
Okay. Now, do you understand what I was telling you though? If you get the final answer,
yes.
I'm good with that.
Yes.
Okay. Good question. All right. Now let's go back to our handy dandy book. Let's do another problem. All right, this says you have a choice between going to an in-state college where you would pay $7,000 a year for tuition and an out-of-state college with a tuition of $10,000 per year. The cost of living is much higher at the in-state college, where you can expect to pay $1,000 per month in rent, compared to $450 per month at the other college. Assuming all other factors are equal, which is the less expensive choice on an annual 12-month basis? So do it. And I hate to tell you what these questions are checking. They're checking to see if you have any what? Say it out loud, I heard it. Common sense. And y'all say to yourself, well, I'm insulted. Well, I don't care. All right? The reason they're having to do this is because what? We have a lot of students that what? Don't have common sense. Yeah. What'd you say? No, elaborate. 6 cents? Nothing. Okay, well, let's see, because I have no idea. Let's see, what'd you come out with? What's the yearly expense that you came out with the in-state college? And what was the in-state? No, wait. Oh, she's such a dis. Are you sure? All right, well, let's check. You have a choice between going in-state where you would pay $7,000 per year for tuition. An out-of-state college at $10,000. So right there, you got $7,000 versus $10,000. So we're going to take our handy-dandy virtual board, and I'm going to draw a column here because I don't know the answer. So I got to figure it. In-state and out-of-state. All right, you have a choice between 7,000 making sure they didn't switch on me. 7,000 and 10,000. Okay, that takes care of that. Takes care of that. Cost of living is much higher at the in-state college. That's kind of bass backwards from real life, but anyway. Huh? Is it?
Cheapest place I could find on there was $800 a month per person. They do it per person, not always. It's great. That was like included too.
My daughter just got accepted to College of Charleston.
It's expensive.
I ain't said a word. I haven't said a word about anything because I'm stupid. And her mother knows everything. So. Cost of living, never been to college, but knows everything. Cost of living is much higher at the in-state college. $1,000 per month, so you got to add $12,000 over here. Compared to $450 per month. Somebody multiply $450 times 12.
I did 400.
You're a loser. 5,000 what? 19,000 versus 15,400. Is that what y'all got? Glad I was able to help you. 15,400. I would say the out-of-state college. Is that normal? No. It's usually bass backwards. Let's see what we got. Oh my gosh, I got it right. Thank you, Miss McCollum. All right. Let's check another one. Oh, that's 11. Let's check number 6. Let's do another common sense problem that y'all are failing at. What does this one say? The expenses and income of an individual are given in the table far right. Find the net monthly cash flow. It could be positive or negative. Assume salaries and wages are after taxes. When you need to convert between weeks and months, assume that 1 month is equal to 4 weeks. All right. Part-time job, $500 a month. College fund from grandparents, $450 a month. I don't even know what that is. Scholarship, $3,600 per year. Let's go ahead and add that up because I don't know where this is heading, but $500 a month. Are they wanting to know a year or what? They're just... The expenses are what? A week, month? All right, we're going to do a month. I don't know if that's going to help, but, well, this is a year, so let's do a year. All right, 500 a month. So 500 times 12 is what? So that's 6,000 from part-time job. College fund, $450 a month. 450 times 12 is what? 5,400. And add 3,600. Somebody add those three numbers up. I'll add zeros for y'all. Y'all get 15? All right, so that's how much cash coming in. All right, let's do the expenses. Rent is $550 a month. What's the rent? 550 times 12 is what? Groceries, $50 per week. That's $200 a month. 200 times 12 is $2,400. I need to start eating ramen noodles. Yeah, eat those too. Might as well. 3,600 twice a year, so that's 7,200. $90 a week, that's 360 a month. 360 times 12 is what?
4,300.
Add these up, what do you get?
20,500.
Wah, 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 wah. That's from Price is Right. What is it, 20,000 what?
520.
What is the outcome? We need Obama. Why? Because we don't have enough money to pay our bills. So we need Obama to help pay our what? Pay our way. You're $4,500 in debt, right? Something like that. So that means you gotta make up this deficit, and then you gotta budget what? You either gotta bring in more on this end, or you got to do what on this end? You got to subtract. That's called a budget. Okay? Now I don't know what they're asking. Oh, net monthly. So somebody take 15,000 and divide that by 12. What do you get?
1,250.
Okay, it's not right.
Oh, that's just the. It's how much?
What?
I guess you have to subtract how much is leaving every month.
Well, we just did that. Like I said, I don't know what happened to my question. Where did it go? There it is. Okay, well, all right, take 15,000, divide that by 12. What'd you get? 1250. And take 20,520 and divide that by 12. What do you get?
1710.
Subtract those two. What do you get?
Minus 460.
So if you gave me net monthly cash flow, that's kind of a misleading question. Because when you say cash flow, what do 90% of the people think when you say cash flow? Money coming what? In. So that's kind of a misleading question. I'd be very lenient on that if you showed me your work. Okay? All right, those questions are basically, need somebody to say it, common sense. I hope y'all can do them. If you can't, if you miss one of them, what do you not do? You don't what? You don't tell anybody exactly. Because then people just, not only will they be disappointed in you, they will know that you don't have any what? Common sense. All right, so let's go back to where we left off, and I think I was just not getting into savings accounts or whatever. Somebody tell me what section that was. Savings account. I showed you the formula. I just need you to tell me what section it was. That's okay, I'll find it. Y'all not going to tell me. That's okay, y'all. I'll find it.
4C.
Thank you. 4C. I think I stopped.
The last thing I have is a savings plan formula.
Yeah, there it is. I need you to write that down. I'm going to snip it out for you. And you actually can do this without too much problem. And there's a problem right there. Use the saving plans formula to calculate the balance after 6 months for an APR of 12% and a monthly payment of $100. Now, this is not common sense, unless you're Rain Man. This is how to use your calculator. And I know some of y'all were on the silent calculator drill team in high school. It's pretty sad that we have people like that in high school. That's why they can't make change at the cash register. 6 cents? What's this 6 cents for? What am I supposed to do with this? You must be a math teacher. Because I do it everywhere I go. I know I'm a bastard. That's why I drink consistent. Actually, I didn't do any drinking this weekend. Whew. I was sick. I left here Thursday and my voice was going. And I went home and laid down and I didn't wake up till like Saturday. It was a virus mixed with pollen. I had allergies, and then I also had a virus for my son. I think he had a virus because he had a temperature of 102, and then I had a temperature of 102, flu-like symptoms, and then I had pollen allergies also. Like he said my mama came over Thursday night, and some people came over Friday. I said, I don't remember nobody coming over. But I was in my bedroom, I wasn't laying in the den, I was in the bedroom. I didn't even know who was there. My son was on autopilot. Which that means that, if something happens to me, he could feed himself for at least 2 or 3 days. No, my mom was there. She lives across the pasture, so. Speaking of which, I wonder if they have updated our farm picture. Ooh, I got a picture they got a picture of, I never had a picture from the road before. I gotta click on this. That's new. Dang, look at that. Ain't that weird?
Is that your phone?
Yeah, that's my driveway. Now that pole is not crooked. I think that, look at that wire. What are you trying to say? I'm not gonna talk to you anymore. That might have been taken like last, I don't know when it was taken. But I've never had a front. Now how do you get to the house? Can I go to the house? There's a tree. I thought you could actually go to the front of the house. Oh,
Mr. McClure,
yeah.
I need to be excused. I need to get to the doctor's office.
Okay, be careful.
Thanks. Bye.
Let's turn it off. Where am I? You don't say I'm here. Here I am. How did I get there? I don't see my trucks in the front yard. That would be my dang old driveway looks like an Egyptian sword. Is that the clearest it gets? That sucks.
Sometimes it's super clear, sometimes it's there's no light. A lot of times it just gets a long time.
Dang old pond, dang old got pollen on it. But that picture is old because that's gone. These woods are gone. I took all them down. So, but I have got a front. I've never had a front view of my driveway before. But there, my mom's showing you where my mom lives. There's where I was born, right there. Raised dang old hill. Can't see it, but dang old hill right here. My truck ain't down there either. Where my truck is? Dang old hay bales. Okay, well, I don't know what made me do that, but just wild hair, I guess. Demolition Man. I brought up a thing about Demolition Man in my previous class, and the class just. I said, how many people in here have seen Demolition Man? Y'all don't watch any movies. I'm talking about the one. Huh? I don't. See, I'm the opposite. I don't like TV shows, especially sitcoms. I think sitcoms stupid. That's just me. Anyway, that's a very good movie. I can't find my. Sylvester Stallone. Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that movie.
Let's see. Okay, I've lost my. What were we doing?
On Facebook yesterday.
It's up here. I can't. What problem? Oh, I know what we were
Right
doing.
after the savings formula.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the savings formula. What happened to it? That's nothing unusual. I'm very easily distracted. Oh, the bottom of the page. That's what we were doing. There we go. All right, so you take your handy dandy calculator out. Once you get your handy dandy calculator out, you shouldn't have to do anything else. And this is what they want you to do in these problems. They want you to be able to use your calculator. And they don't mean use your calculator and write stuff down. They want you to use the calculator fluently, like you would, speak Spanish fluently or speak German fluently. They want you to use your calculator fluently and not have to write everything down. So how do you do that? Well, first of all, you learn how to use your stove button. Stove, that's where you go buy bread at stove. Right there. So I'm going to do the bottom. APR over N. Well, the APR is 12%, so that'd be 0.12. Be careful here because N is monthly. Why? Because everything in the problem has to deal with what? Monthly payments. So N is divided by 12. I'm sorry. APR is divided by 12. And that is the denominator. So I'm going to stow that in the denominator. I'm just going to call it alpha D for denominator. I'm going to hit enter. So it's stored in that designation of D. Now I'm going to do the top. The top is going to be, I'm going to work from outside in, so that'd be 0.12 divided by 12. And then what am I going to do with that? Plus 1. And then what am I going to do with 1.01? Raise it to the NY power or NT power. T is always in years. We don't want to keep it in for years. We want to keep it in for what? 6 months. So 6 months, you can't put 6 in. T is what? 0.5 because 6 months is a half a year. T is always, or Y is always in years. For all my years in teaching, I have never seen a formula written like this. Okay? This, if you want me to translate this, this is students are too stupid to know what T is, so we're going to put a big ass Y there so they'll know that it's years. That's what it means, because this is the first time I have seen this written like this. Okay, so raise it to the N is parentheses 12 times point what? 5. Enter, and then I'm going to minus what? I didn't hear it, but 1. And that is the what? What is that? 0.06. What is that? That's the numerator, so I'm going to save that. I'm going to stow alpha N. Oh, I use a calculator very much. Now my payment is how much per month? 100. So 100 times parentheses alpha N divided by what? D, which is denominator. Close parentheses and enter. So at the end of 6 months, how much will she have in the bank? $615.20. Now, if you can do this in 2 or 3 steps in your calculator, less than 3 steps, then you're okay. If you have to do every single step, then you're missing the whole point. That's not what this problem is for. This problem is to see if you can use your calculator and use it in a decent fashion. Not punch every single thing in, write it down, and then go back and do this and do that. And no, that ain't the way you're supposed to be doing it. You're supposed to be able to use it and put things in parentheses. And if you can do all this in 1 step, that's even better. When I was at Clemson, when I was in engineering, you had to take this class called Engineering 101. and it was like a 1 hour class. And it was awful. It was the most awful class you could imagine. We had to sit. I don't know what the building is now because I forgot. I only had one class in it. But you know where if you're familiar with Clemson, there's Lowry Hall, and then there's a Fleur Daniel building, and then right down from that, there's a building on the left down there. I don't know what it is, but I think it was a chemical building at one time. I don't know, but anyway. That's where it was, and there's an auditorium that held like 200 people, and we were all in there, and you had to use a calculator, learn how to use a calculator. And back then, they didn't let you use a TI. The only calculators that were permissible at Clemson were HPs. And there was the HP 36 and the HP 36G, and that's what everybody was using. And you had to do these problems that made this look like 2 plus 2. I mean, there was, I remember one problem had 7 sets of parentheses in it. And you had to actually calculate, and that was the test. Each week you had a quiz of 1 or 2 problems, and the problems had at least 7 or 8 sets of parentheses in it. It was awful. I made like a B in it. I hated it. It was stupid. But they were checking to see if you were on the calculator drill team. I mean, this was a silent calculator drill team. This was think of the biggest calculator user in your high school class, multiply it by 6. Because you had to be that. This is how, twirling a basketball. This is how, with a calculator on your finger. That's I wasn't that way. And, if you could do this, and you could get by with this with 3 sets of parentheses. Parentheses, 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 payment times, parentheses, blah, 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 close parentheses, divided by APR, blah, 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 close parentheses, and then you'd be able to do it in one step. So, anyway, that's how you do the savings plan. Plugging and chugging. That's it. This section is nothing but plugging and chugging. Now there's 2 in this, we'll do another example. Here we go. At age 30, Michelle starts an IRA to save for retirement by depositing $100 at the end of each month. Okay, monthly, so now you know N is 12. If she can count on APR of 6%, how much will she have when she retires 35 years later? Does 65 have anything to do with it? No. Compare the IRA value to her total deposits over this time period. Okay, go ahead. Do that. And if you can't do it, then just consider yourself a failure in life. How y'all like my pig cut? I got 3 or 4 of them. We saw them one day. I don't know where we saw them, but my daughter and my son had to have one, and of course I had to have one, so I got like 3 of them. Actually, this is where I put my vodka in. What? No. I don't drink vodka. I drink it. The only time I drink vodka is in martinis. That's it. Tractor Supply. Tractor Supply.
Right beside Best Buy.
It's right beside Best Buy. Just go down in the hole. Down there, it's a little. Forget it. Yep. I walked in yesterday and this dog came near me and I told her, I said, ma'am, if that dog bites me, I'm going to sue the hell out of you and I'm going to sue the hell out of this store. I'll get him. How you want to carry a dog into a store? Just hang a sign around my neck. Hang a sign around your neck that says, I need attention. Please look at me. Because there's no point in taking a dog into a store. Why? People are stupid. I'm sorry. But I will sue them. I'll fall down, hit my head, and act like I can't get back up. Yep. Because it's better than that. If I reacted the way I wanted to, I'd kick him, but I wouldn't get no money out of it. I'd be the victim, and then I would be harassed. So, best thing for me to do is fall down and act like I'm in pain and all this stuff. Yeah. All right. So this one, the only thing different is pretty much the APR is different in 35 years. So we're going to bring our handy dandy. I don't know if I can do that in this one. I'll have to do this. I'll have to take our handy dandy snipping tool and snip it good. Da-da-da-da-da. I'll make this white. I'll bring it in. I know y'all are impressed. And bring in the handy dandy formula. And bring in the calculator. There we go. So we're going to take APR, which is 0.06, and divide that by 12. And that is STO alpha denominator. Then we're going to take the top. That's going to give us 0.06. Divide that by 12. And then what? Huh? All I heard was 1. So add 1. You still got to work on that enunciation. Raise to the parentheses. N is 12 times 35. Was it 35? It was 35, yeah. And then minus what? Minus 1. And that's the numerator. STO, alpha, numerator. And now, what's my payment? $100? 100 times, parentheses, alpha, n, divided by alpha, d, close parentheses. So at the end of 35 years, she's going to have $142,471.03. Now, what did she actually pay? Well, 35 times 12. That's 12 monthly payments, 35 years. And how much is the monthly payments? So she's got $42,000. She's paid $42,000 into the program, and she's getting out $142,000. So she's doing what? Pretty good. What's building the difference? The interest. Again, a little bit of common sense. Now, I cannot talk about this because I suck at saving money. I am the spender. Okay? Now, do I have retirement? Yes. My retirement is not like everybody else's. My retirement eats grass and is on 4 hooves. Okay? Instead of pigs too. Instead of taking my money and putting it in the bank and having them invest it and make money off of it while mine just sits there, or me putting it in an RA, I take my money and buy cows and sell it, and they keep multiplying, and I keep selling and I have a little bit more control over the beef than I do over stocks. So, and if the bottom falls out, at least I'll be eating good. I'll be eating steaks when everybody eats in the cheese and bread line. And I'll have sheep people stealing my cows. So, but, you know, if you're a farmer, any kind of farmer is just like a stock. Okay? Whether you're growing soybeans, corn, or cattle, it's just the same as having stocks. So, I don't have a retirement, but when it comes to money, if it wasn't for cows, I would suck because I'd spend money left and right. I'm terrible about that. I'm not going to admit it. I suck when it comes to saving money. Now, I do have a 401k. I think I still got it after the divorce. I think I still got it. And I've put back life insurance. I've done that. But that's just something that I think you need to do. You know, I think anybody that gets married or anybody that has kids, you ought to have a 401k and just forget about it. Just forget about it. Just forget that you even had it. And I try to, because if I think about it, I'll be like, I wonder if I can get some money out of that. So if you have any inclination of saving in your mindset, that's a great thing. It's a great thing. Because I don't. Okay? All right. Now, what's the other formula? Well, the other formula is an annuity, if it still has it in here, somewhere in here. Okay, here's the derivation right here. Yeah, this is it. What if you want to find out what payment you need to have a certain amount of money? Okay, they should have a formula, because they're not going to ask you to solve for it. They should have it somewhere in here. Okay, here it is. See the payment? They want to know what the payment is, but they should have gave you a look one more place. I guess they're not going to give it to you in a blue box. What kind of payment do you need to make? You think I'm drinking? Here it is. What they're doing is they're solving for it, but they won't give you the dadgum. That's kind of stupid. We'll use this one right here. So I'm going to take my snipping tool. I think she's an alcoholic. She turned over her stuff in her desk. Call me an alcoholic. I'm going to call you one. All right. So let's take this problem that, let's take, you would like to retire in 25 years from now and have a retirement fund from which you can draw an income of $50,000 per year forever. How can you do it? Assume a constant APR of 7%. So let's take that out. Snip it out. Oops, wrong one. There we go. All right, you need to say second type of saving payment equals question mark. In other words, this is asking you what kind of payment do you need to make in order to have $50,000 per year for the rest of your life. Now, it's unheard of, but you do have 25 years to put into it. Okay, so Y or T is going to be 25. Okay. Monthly payments, N is 12. So APR is 7. So you got everything you need. 50,000 is the annual, the A is what you want. So what you might want to do is pull out your handy dandy formula and start plugging and chugging. There it is. Now again, it's using the calculator. Basically, your denominator and numerator have done what? Flipped. Okay, so pull out our handy dandy calculator. APR is 0.07. Divide that by what? N is 12. And that's your what? That's your numerator. So stow, alpha, N. Now let's do the denominator. 0.07 divided by 12. Add it to what? To 1. Raise that to the parentheses. 12 times what? 25? And then minus 1. And that's your what? Denominator. Stow, alpha, denominator. So now we take alpha, numerator, and divide it by what? Alpha denominator, Hubert. That's right, class. And then multiply that by what? 50,000. So you got to start making a monthly payment of $62 a month. Now a lot of you say, well, that ain't bad. Yeah, but remember, that's for 25 years. Every month. 25 years. And that's why you have to what? Start it and what? Remember it or forget about it? Forget about it. Because if you're a spender like me, you're going to want to try to, we must have done something wrong. Did I do something wrong? I think we did something wrong. Is that the same problem? Oh, you got to multiply the 50,000 times 0.07. Okay, we'll finish that. We'll finish it next week. Wednesday. Let me go ahead and call the roll for today. We'll finish that problem. We ain't finished it. We'll finish it dang old Wednesday.